Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UTSA's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done. It's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Roadrunners are rolling down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Kelly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Let's talk for just a second about UTSA. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Rice rushes to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready.
Oh, he's got some space. Taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Back's going for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll try to slam it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Well, the offense just trying to be physical down here at the 1-yard line, trying to run the football into the end zone, but they just got beat up front, now setting up 4th.
Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Owls!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fires to the big fella. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Dropping back, it's Kelly. They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Looks it in at the 40. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The hand to the running back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
The Owls have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Rides the back on the option. The give. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Mississippi State made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road win. And a victory like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Bulldogs.
Runs through a tackle.
Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Roadrunners will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have.
Turning it on! Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers in green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Owls have a lot of options on second and inches. Leaves it with the running back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Owls. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. All right, guys, let's take just a second here and talk about UTSA. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that, you know, they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Kelly. This one's complete. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's Rossi. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Off the play fake. He's looking deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Owls. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Right back to the well. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Secures it at the 30. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To throw, it's Johns. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Safe completion on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And he missed it. No good. And, guys, this will stay a 24-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UTSA!
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. Gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
The Roadrunners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Owls are in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get.
The return is tackled down at the 43, and the
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense?
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's going to score on the interception. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that big sass.
Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. Makes the catch at the 35. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Johns. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dupree. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. The Roadrunners will line it up on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Rice. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it and taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Jones.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Caught over the middle. It's Hampton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. To the air, it's Kelly. He's got him. No chance to run, but still a good game. Just the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Looking for a push on fourth down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They'll leave it with him. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Gonna run it. It's Dupree. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Now the toss. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Gay. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play get decided, just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.